Well, Justin, great to have you on today's show. You're with JF Ahern, a very reputable plumbing contractor. As a matter of fact, you guys have been around for over 140 years. And the reason we're excited to have you on today's show is because what we're covering is right up your alley. We're teaching people how to properly and safely reopen their plumbing systems and buildings in the, as this pandemic hopefully winds down.
Yeah, so I am a safety business partner for Ahern, and I'm also a Wisconsin master plumber. And I've been working in the plumbing industry for over 15 years. With that, I've also been teaching for 10 years, and those have all been plumbing-related courses. Through my teaching, some of the things I've got involved with is the ASSE 12,000 program, and what that program covers is ICRA, which is Infectious Control Risk Assessment, and water quality. In that water quality, we really focus in on Legionella and how to prevent that in a plumbing system.
So I've heard the term Legionnaires Disease. Is that what Legionella really is? I mean, can you fill us in on what it is?
What Legionnaires Disease is when you have water that contains Legionella in it, and it becomes an aerosol, and you aspirate it. So you breathe it in and it gets in your lungs. When that happens, that's when you can contract Legionnaires disease.
Oh my gosh, now is that a serious disease? I mean, is it that dangerous to anybody who gets it?
It is a serious disease, and the CDC has said that 1 out of 10 people that get it actually pass away from it. And if you acquire it in a healthcare facility, they say 1 out of 4 pass away from that.
Oh, so that is cause for alarm, that's for sure. Now, is it fair to say that in this climate that we're dealing with, buildings, different structures being underutilized, being shut down for an extended period of time, are the conditions ripe for Legionella to occur? They
really are. Some studies have shown that they believe 50% of buildings have low levels of Legionella coming in from city supplies, where it's undetectable, not going to cause any damage. But when you have 3 things happen, that can cause that Legionella to grow, and that's where it becomes bad. So if that Legionella is present, the triggers are going to be temperature. So if the water temperature gets between 77 degrees and 108 degrees, now it's going to start growing. And then the other 2 triggers with it is bacteria and organic material. So an old piping system, there's biofilm in there. There's going to be bacteria, there's going to be dirt, that organic material. So now with this shutdown, we're bringing in that temperature range as water systems are sitting stagnant and not being used. So cold water is not staying cold, hot water is not staying hot.
And it seems to me those are just some of the areas that Legionella might be lurking. I mean, is it fair to say endpoints like Jim Cosmaco, the plumbing inspector we had on, was talking about? Maybe, different aerators on the end of faucets or in showers?
Yep, so, it could grow in those spots, and that endpoint is where we're going to get that exposure. So that's where I look at it is if I do a risk assessment on a building, and we can use our building as an example. We've never been completely shut down, but we've been partially shut down. We have a fitness center in here, and that fitness center hasn't been being used. So that's an area that could be concerned. It all depends how everything's piped with different buildings, but if it's not being used, it's sitting, it's getting stagnant. So now we open right back up, don't do any precautions, and you have a shower in there. That shower makes it an aerosol, and someone could then breathe it in. So you want to make sure you're following the right standards, taking precautions, and not just opening your building right back up and potentially exposing your employees, customers, clients along with that.
Are there certain buildings in our communities that are more susceptible to others, or is it fair to say that, heck, even if I have a Northwoods cottage that I'm opening up outside of a pandemic, I should do it safely?
Every building really has the potential. If that water's sitting stagnant, you have that potential for it.
Sure, so buildings throughout our communities are susceptible, especially in this situation and these conditions that have made it ripe for Legionella to occur, and hopefully we can get the word out there to either do it yourself properly or hire a professional, get the building properly flushed and safe so we can keep our communities safe and get back to living the high life we enjoy here in Wisconsin. I tell you, it's been great having you on. You've done a world of good in heightening the awareness to our viewers. Thank you.
Thank you.